save. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to the show. I am Fred Dreyer, your host, along with Eric Horn. Now, we're talking about Mitt Romney and Barack Obama and the impending mano-a-mano confrontation that is beginning to shape up. There's an awful lot of things here, Eric Horn. You just passed me an interesting little sidebar here. Santorum backers pressuring Gingrich to bow out of the presidential race.
That's right. Yeah, I guess Santorum's camp is the scene that Gingrich is also viewed as the true conservative in the voters' eyes, and so to give a good battle against Mitt Romney, they're trying to see if they can get Gingrich to drop out, since Santorum could be the true conservative to go after Mitt Romney for the Republican candidate.
Well, what's interesting here, there was a quote here. For instance, with Gingrich out of the race, Santorum would have won both Ohio and Michigan. Newt has become a hindrance to the true conservative alternative. It's interesting, I think Mitt or Santorum would drub Barry come November. That's what I believe to be true. And remember, we've got 9 more months. We've got all of March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November, which is the 9th month. We've got a lot of time for America to get used to and to get to know Santorum, and also to hear his words of conservatism, as well as Mitt Romney's, And I think Newt is fine, but I don't think Newt is the guy. I don't think Newt is electable with women. I like his ideas. I'd like to have him influence our president in some way in the cabinet at some point in time. Who knows? But what is true here now is that it's probably Romney, unless something happens. But Mitt Romney, is faced with, as I say, a couple of interesting dilemmas. One is he has got to be able to wrangle in people who doubt his conservatism, and he's also got to now. Those are diehard conservatives already.
Absolutely.
But the other thing else here is, Eric, is he now has to do this in a way where he goes to the independents who aren't as conservative as the most conservative. But he has to go to them and talk to them and get them to say, look, you made a mistake with Barry here. I want you to not vote for him and vote for me. And you've got to get them, you've got to talk to them in a way that allows them not to get goosey and frightened, and get them to say, yeah, what do you got for me? He says, well, I've got a great economic package that's going to affect everybody, and you're going to like that. At the same time, I'm conservative in other ways. I believe in the Constitution, and I believe all independents believe in the Constitution. You got to think that anyway. You got to assume that.
To an effect, of course.
Yeah, you have to think that. But Romney now has to gear his narrative towards Barack Obama. Here's something that he said, a little blurb about what he said about running out of excuses.
This president's run out of ideas. He's run out of excuses, and in 2012, we're going to get him out of the White House.
We're going to get him out of the outhouse. Yeah. We're going to put him in the outhouse into the White House, or out of the White House into the outhouse. And that's the idea, and you do it by presenting to the American people the things that Barack Obama believes in. What does he believe in? He believes that America's bad. He believes that the American capitalistic system is bad. He wants to put everybody out of business. He wants to go for secularism. He wants government to be, in fact, a de facto religion to people. With this dictating and mandating, all these birth control things to the Catholic Church. And all those types of things are all a part of the Saul Alinsky game plan of overthrowing America. It's right out of the playbook. One of these days, I think, not unless it's too boring, I wouldn't mind bringing in Saul Alinsky's book, Rules for Radicals, and just reading a couple of passages. And once you kind of look at it, you'll be able to see right away, well, gee, these are the apps. This is almost verbatim of what Barack Obama says and believes in. And so it's really interesting. One of the fronts that Barack is going to have to fight recently that is the energy situation. Turning down the pipeline coming out of Canada down to Houston.
Soaring gas prices.
Soaring gas prices. And by the way, did you know that the government makes more money than the oil companies?
Really?
The government makes more money than the oil companies on gasoline.
On gasoline.
On gasoline.
I definitely believe that.
Tax.
I definitely believe that.
It's like cigarettes. If cigarettes are so bad for people, won't just outlaw them? Well, we don't like them. We don't hate them that much, and we like them enough to keep them around so we can drain, like a vampire, and drain money out of them, tax them right out of the country.
What's interesting about the cigarette tax too is that a lot of that tax money goes to the education system.
Yeah, and then that comes right back through the unions as kickbacks. But here's Barack commenting on the rising gas price problem we have here.
I think that I would have preferred a gradual adjustment. The fact that this is such a shock to American pocketbooks is not a good thing.
You see, he likes it. Yeah, he was just a little disappointed that it rose too fast.
Yeah.
It rose a little bit too fast, and it shocked people. But we like the fact that it's rising.
But on his defense, though, I have to say I've checked my my local gas station. Gas has not gone up in the last 2 days. So thank you, President Barack Obama. I appreciate that.
God, we got to get out there and fill up.
Fortunately, I'm on empty right now, so I have to stop.
Yeah, we got to get
home.
out there and fill up. So he's got a big problem with the American people, not only in jobs, not only with not believing in the Constitution, mandating the religion, and the energy, gas prices, oil prices. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and we're going to be on top of this energy thing as this thing rolls out. But we've got Barack commenting on energy rates, telling people that we know they're going to skyrocket, and that's what we want. Remember, his whole idea is to crash the system so the government can come in and be daddy. We'll be right back.